of an evening. The temperatures have fallen as the afternoon has segued into the evening.
Brady stands in the pocket, fires to the end zone, and is caught. Touchdown.
Electric. This is fun.
Yeah, to just soak it in and look around and start to recognize the magnitude of what this is and how fortunate we all are to be here.
I can catch fish anywhere.
Absolute beauty fish.
Three fishermen.
I can almost taste the victory.
He thinks he's God's gift to fishing now.
Worlds apart.
I flew 5,000 miles for this.
This is embarrassing.
There are no friends.
Only one winner. Each week, there'll be points for the catch and points for the experience.
Absolutely over the moon.
But who will host the ultimate fishing trip?
We're just getting started.
King Fishers on National Geographic Channel.
You vote for Kelly Pickler? You voted for Kelly Pickler?
No, there's no way.
Come on.
I always said if Kobe's not going to win it, after all my tweets,
you're a politician.
helping
You're like Anthony Weiner. You put something out there, then you got to call it back, and then you get caught again. So now
When I play in the Super Bowl, I will seize the moment. When I play in the Super Bowl, I will put on a show.
When I play in the Super Bowl, I will play hard.
I will play for my teammates.
I will play like it's my last game.
I will treasure the moment.
I will. I will.
I will.
I will. When I play in the Super Bowl, I'm going to make this an everlasting memory.
When I play in the Super Bowl, I will play 60 minutes with no regrets.
When I play in the Super Bowl, I will make history.
I will leave it all on the field.
I will enjoy every moment.
I will be living out my dream.
When I play in the Super Bowl,
I will compete my butt off.
I will play the best 60 minutes of my life.
And welcome to the Ford Pre-Kick Show, brought to you by Ford Fusion. Go further. It is Super Bowl 48, but you know that by now. And now we welcome you inside our broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck. That is three-time Super Bowl champion quarterback and Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. We're about a half hour away from kickoff, and take us down into those locker rooms and tell us what these guys are feeling right about now.
Well, I'm fortunate enough to know exactly what Russell Wilson is feeling, and Peyton Manning then going into his third Super Bowl. And for Peyton Manning, he knows what to expect. Sure, he's anxious and he has the butterflies and all that goes with that, but at least he knows how he's going to react to all that. Russell Wilson, on the other hand, as much as you want to say, hey, this is just like any other game, and he said as much to us, Joe, on Friday, it's not. And it's important for him to be able to control all that emotion early in this ball game to help his offense.
All right, this thing sets up easily for us. It's the #1 ranked defense of the Seahawks against the #1 ranked and record-setting offense of the Denver Broncos. That's the simple part. Everybody's been talking about it. But what about when it's the other way and it's Seattle's offense, Denver's defense?
Well, I think it's going to be that matchup, Joe, that really decides the outcome of this game. If you look at Denver defensively, they're much better than they were earlier in the year. In the postseason, they've been outstanding, and what they do best is play the run. Seattle, of course, they want to run the football with Marshawn Lynch. Typically, they're pretty good doing it. They haven't had to rely much on the passing game, but I really feel that in this game, more is going to be expected of Russell Wilson and this receiving core in order for them to win the game.
Let's hear from Russell's head coach, Pete Carroll, standing by with Pam Oliver.
All right, thanks a lot, Joe. Pete, tell me how you plan to disrupt Peyton Manning, given the protection that he gets and how quickly he gets rid of that ball.
Well, all the plans in the world may not work out. Everybody's been trying. Nobody's been able to do it. We're going to try and mix our stuff. You know, we got to mix coverage. We got to mix pressure. We got to mix the things that we're doing on the line of scrimmage. We got to hopefully get him out of rhythm. If we're able to do that, that gives us a chance. That doesn't mean you're going to stop him.
Offensively, I know you want to pound away at them, but what does that mean for Russell Wilson? What do you put on his plate?
Well, Russell's got a huge part of everything. You know, he's in the middle of all of it. We always want to pound the football, but everything works so that he can get his escape, so he can get his opportunities out of the pocket and all of that. So it all fits together. We're going to run the football a lot, though.
Appreciate your time, Pete.
All right.
All right, let's go over to Aaron Andrews, who is with Eric Decker.
Pam, thanks so much. Eric, Seattle's defense has said all week, we just want to throw off Peyton's timing. With that said, what's key for the offense to establish a rhythm early?
Well, for us, it's, whether it's pass, run, is do something to get us going. First down, right off the gate, kind of weather the storm of these emotions. This is my first Super Bowl, a lot of guys' first Super Bowl, so it's going to be intense when you get out there. And just play good combination football to start.
You mentioned the emotions. You mentioned it's your first Super Bowl. You were just out there warming up with Peyton Manning and the offense. What is he saying to you guys about handling everything, particularly early out?
It's another game. I think we got all the emotions this week leading up of getting the Super Bowl feel. Now it's time to play some football, get between the lines, and make sure we all do our job to execute and have an opportunity to win this thing.
Really appreciate your time. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Joe, back over to you.
All right, Aaron, thank you. Thank you to Pam. Coming up, it'll be America the Beautiful from here at MetLife Stadium. We're going to take a look back at some of the images from Super Bowls past and remind you that reputations and careers can be made or broken on a night like this. More to come from MetLife after this.
Tomorrow, don't miss American college basketball. Young talent fighting to show their worth in one of the most fast-moving and exciting games around. Where sports careers are built win by win, point by point. One of the most explosive sports around. So expect the best. Tomorrow on Fox Sports.
Hand up to Moreno, right side, nice hole, stiff arm. Moreno's out in the open, jumps over the top of Ed Reed, jumps right over the top of him.
Reggie breaks tackle after tackle.
Oh, what a great effort by Reggie. Breaking tackle, stays on his feet.
Running to the left, breaks a tackle, 35-30, open field. Touchdown, Alfred Morris. At that home run celebration.
Finds a little crease left side. CJ on the run at the 45.
Dropped his shoulder and accelerated through those two tackles. Great run by CJ Spiller.
Throws to the left side, caught by Ballard. 10, 5, he dives for the end zone. Colts win! Colts win! Colts win! He's at the 5. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown! Tight!
50, 10, 5, there he goes! Touchdown! Trent Richardson!
Trying to pick a hole, nothing there. And gets another block.
He's on the angle! Touchdown! Kansas City!
Looks for running room, got a big hole. He's across the 30, there goes Beast Mode. He's gonna run away! They're not gonna catch him! Touchdown! Seahawks!
He's run for more than 2,000 yards. He's running back immortality, making him the 7th player in NFL history to run for 2,000 yards. The crowd comes to its feet to salute the best running back in the NFL. Howard's going to throw the ball around here.
Hey, man, he's showing me some skills right there.
That's ridiculous. That was so good.
I love the fact that we can score 27 points a game on average. I love that. However, you still got to be tough, especially when you get in the playoffs. You understand? You can't have a bad day.
Like I told you guys, man, it's...
The Ford Pre-Kick Show is sponsored by Ford and the Fusion Hybrid. See how epic nearly double can be.
And welcome back to the Ford Fusion Pre-Kick Show. Go further.
Throughout his 13-year career, no one epitomized what an NFL player should be more than Walter Payton. His work ethic and prolific success on the field was matched only by his relentless efforts often as one of the league's leading humanitarians. In his honor, the NFL Walter Payton Man of the Year Award is granted annually to the player who demonstrates outstanding contributions to society off the field while handling himself in an exemplary fashion in uniform.
Please welcome Brittany and Jarrett Payton for a special presentation.
The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award is the only league award that recognizes a player's off-the-field community service as well as his playing excellence. The NFL is proud to honor Charles Tillman of the Chicago Bears as the 2013 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, in celebration of this beautiful country, performing America the Beautiful with the New Jersey Youth Chorus, music, film, and television star, Queen Latifah.
For spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. From sea to shining sea. From sea to shining sea. From sea to shining
Beautiful. Well done, Queen Latifah. Coming up on the other side of the break, we'll introduce you to the teams and the national anthem. Now a special look at Captain America, the Winter Soldier, in theaters April 4th.
So grateful and happy to have
There's something about basketball. You can't explain it. It just sort of grabs you. And you can't look away. And the more you watch, the more you want. American college basketball. You gotta love it on Fox Sports.
Robert looking over the middle, firing, it is caught. He's going all the way. 89 yards, Pierre Garçon.
What a catch by Cecil Shorts! Not caught. Lions touchdown!
long pass toward Vincent Jackson. Here it is, caught!
What a catch by Reggie Wayne.
Grant looks, gonna sail it. There's Harry Douglas. Hit the back of the helmet. He made the catch. Holy smoke! Holy smoke! What a catch by Golden Tate!
Sam throws left sideline looking for Gibson, who makes an unbelievable catch.
Diving grab. Jones, touchdown. Jones is there. It's caught.
He's got Cruz. 35-30. Touchdown Giants.
Wow, what a one-handed grab.
One-handed snatch out of thin air.
Mohamed Sanu makes a magnificent catch.
Alley-oop
with the end zone. Stafford goes right side. What a catch by Durham! Are you kidding me?
A great catch on the near sideline. Fires downfield, and it is, oh, what a catch by Stevie Johnson.
Yeah.
Touchdown! Oh, my goodness. It was a catch.
Stafford wants to throw. It is caught inside the 10. Calvin, you get. Is he good or what? Calvin got him. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Megatron breaking Jerry Rice's all-time record for receiving yards in a season.
Don't think. You know it. Let's go. Thinking gets you in trouble.
Right now, what I'm seeing here is we're thinking so much, we're getting lined up, but we're not violent.
We can practice very average and be very average, or we can practice great and be great, man.
You really shouldn't score there. You know that, right? Because now we got to kick off to them. They could go score, kick an onside kick and win the game. Yeah, to get down victory. So that's why I don't get 5.
But it's a touchdown.
It doesn't matter. We don't want a touchdown. If we want the game to be over.
It is over.
No, it's not over. If you get down, it's over. Get down victory. I love you, though.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Here we go.
Flip, flip, flip.
Triangle, triangle, triangle.
Boom, 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 boom. Bam.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And now welcome back to the Ford Fusion Pre-Kick Show. Go further. No team in the NFL enjoys a greater home field advantage than the Seattle Seahawks. They've stormed their way to an NFC championship with a style that's been anything but quiet.
Hey, how about these ball hawks from the Pacific Northwest? Oh, I get it. Some might call them overconfident, a little bit full of themselves, but is it bragging if you back it up? Let's see. You hit them, they hit you harder. You get in their face, they get right back in yours. Basically, anything you do, they'll do better. Hold on. This isn't a sightseeing, we're just happy to get back to the big dance kind of thing for these guys. These fellas have meant business all season long. A hit first, ask questions later defense, a beast moves the earth when he runs, and a quarterback destined for this spotlight. So what do you say, Seattle? That other team may be a mile high, but we all know you guys crank it all the way up to 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, the NFC champion, Seattle Seahawks. The hard-charging Denver Broncos have steamrolled their way into tonight's game and now find themselves one victory away from capping a record-setting season.
All right, Denver, here we go. Now, these other guys may have a decent defense, but the name of the game is the score, right? So let's not overcomplicate this. The job is to score more points than the other team, period. Well, no one was better at putting points on the board ever than this record-setting bunch right here. This is a fast break, no huddle, all systems go, fine-tuned machine. It's relentless, it's ruthless, and there is no mercy. A champ coolly waiting for his time in the ring. Receivers who can catch anything thrown their way. And of course, the man leading the way. So, let's see if these Broncos can escape New York with their third Lombardi trophy.
The AFC champion, Denver Broncos. A look at Peyton Manning and a look at us. I'm Joe Buck. That's Mike Pereira, former head of officiating for the NFL. Thank goodness you're here. You help us week in and week out. You know, there's offense, defense, special teams. There's officiating. Terry McCauley's the ref in tonight's game. What do you expect to see from this all-star group of officials here tonight?
Well, I think the two focuses are going to be on the defensive play by Seattle. How much are they going to let go in regards to defensive holding? I asked Terry McCauley. He said the teams will dictate that, not him. If they play outside the rules and gain an advantage, they'll call it. On the offensive side of the ball, Denver runs a lot of picks. But remember, all picks are not fouls. It has to be more than a yard downfield. Offense has to initiate the contact. And the timing is such that it has to be before the ball is touched by another receiver. So a lot goes into that. One key issue, Joe, Carl Paganelli, the umpire's fourth Super Bowl, and Terry McCauley are really good at calling offensive holding. They were together in Seattle in the division championship game. They called 4 offensive holdings, 1 illegal hands to the face, all in the interior play.
Not that Seattle's worried about how a game's going to be officiated in a Super Bowl. Thank you, buddy. Let's go to PA announcer Scott Graham.
Presenting the colors this evening is your Armed Forces color guard from our nation's capital.
Mark time! Colors! Halt! Colors! Present Hurts!
To honor America, please rise for the national anthem. Accompanied by an Armed Forces chorus, welcome Grammy Award winner and soprano superstar, Renee Fleming.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets
I've never heard it sung any better. American soprano Renee Fleming. Boy, they do it well up here, don't they? Coin toss coming up as we march our way toward kickoff of Super Bowl 48. Cannot wait. Broncos, Seahawks coming up.
Tomorrow, don't miss American college basketball.